is EA Sports coverage of the PGA Tour. Frank, a tranquil and beautiful setting with the Santa Rosa Mountains in the background, those crystal clear blue skies, but it can get pretty testy out on the golf course, can't it?
If you get any sort of wind out there, Rich, the sky might be beautiful and blue today, but that wind, once especially the cross breeze, then this course has teeth.
Here we are at the first tee, ready to kick off the round. Frank?
Good tee shot straight out of the gate. You're going to need it on a hole that's close to 450 yards. Doesn't really matter if you cut it or draw it. Just be wary of that bunker that sits on the right side.
Now the approach shot here at the par 4 first. Get down! Lay down! Getting set for this next shot from the rough. What does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are because, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
In the cup. What a shot. Can't get much better than that. Frank, the second hole is only 371 yards. What's the challenge here?
The bunkering. This is really well bunkered. You'd expect that for a hole this short. If it's well bunkered, it means that it's vital to get it on the fairway.
That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
This is a good-looking shot. Beautiful approach shot there and a good chance to take advantage. Frank going for 2 in a row now. Well, how about this start? Birdie to open the round. Moving to the third hole to par 4 again. This one 471 yards.
Tom Weiskopf was one of my idols growing up. I loved the way he swung. That swing right there reminds me of my idol.
It looks like Rory McIlroy, Frank, sticking the follow-through. Frank landed it on the green.
It was never going to stop.
No chance. Well, certainly playable from here. Ball is in the first cut. Not too bad. Solid play, heart of the green. This one just requires a little bit of focus. To -2 early in the round. Frank, here's a case at the fourth hole, this par 3 of Pete Dye kind of messing with a player's mind. Just how does he do it?
Well, there's a straight line between that tee and the flag. That's the obvious thing. But if you follow the look of the hole down there, it's just the shaping of the bunkers, the little curving of the edges there that just take that mind's eye away, almost making it look like there's a little bit of a dog leg in a straight hole. Very clever.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
On the green, and a chance for birdie. Continues to play well. Birdie number 3 for the day. So we played our first par 3, now to the first par 5 on this golf course at PGA West. It is the 535-yard 5th hole. Frank, it appears as though it rewards precision off the tee.
And the bombers, too. You can run out of water at 335 yards. So for the Dustin Johnsons of the world and the Rory McIlroys, that's nearly doable. But if you can't hit it that far, it's quite obvious. You've got to keep it down the right side. And for those people, they put 2 little bunkers there.
Okay, the second shot now at this par 5.
Should be safely on deck.
And a chance for eagle after that perfectly played shot. 18-footer. Never a doubt looking to make a statement today. Frank, I love a par 3 where you have to hit one solid golf shot. Anything less, and you might pay a severe price. 255-yard par 3-6. What a hole.
No, you love watching somebody else play a par 3 like that.
You're right. Good strike right there, right off the center of the face and about 20 feet away. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. How does that not go in?
Amazing. Stroke looked good. Line looked good. Just did not take that final break.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, the 7th is a short par 4, 346 yards. So I'm guessing it's a layup off the tee, but it might be a nervy layup because you have water on the right, and if you miss left, that's no bargain.
It's very distracting looking down the right side. I think that's the easiest way to put it. But if you can break this hole down, 346 yards, if you take 120 yards off that, which is like a wedge, then the layup only becomes like 220 yards. That seems a little less intimidating.
Looking to keep it going here, Frank.
Yeah, another example of things just working as they should. That's as bad a shot as I've seen for a long while.
So makes the putt, and now at -6. Now we're at the 8th hole here at PGA West in La Quinta, California. 559-yard par 5. Frank, what are the options here?
A good tee shot, you can certainly reach this par 5 and 2. There's a crosswalk that comes across in that vicinity of 330 yards. That's sort of the green light area if you can get it down there. Anything short of that, it becomes very much a three-shotter. But if you can get it close to that crosswork that goes there, then certainly this becomes opportunity knocks.
Well, the tee shot has landed in the bunker. Missed the fairway in the fairway bunker now.
It's not all gloom and doom, though. Lip isn't too high. A good swing here still shouldn't be a problem.
Frank, I think that's going to the bunker.
Looks like it.
Might need a shovel soon. Frank, there's nothing like catching a bunker shot just perfectly. Splashes out, lands softly, and just runs up to that hole.
Yeah, it's like 3D. There's the component in the strike where it's going to land, and then the third part of it is how much will it roll.
Safely aboard. Settles in over the putt. Really has it going now. Consecutive birdies. Frank, the ninth hole at 452 yards. That water down the right is really a test of a player's driving ability, isn't it?
It is, and his ability to sort of take the shot on. Ideally, just something with a little bit of a fade, unless you can carry the ball 300 yards, then you can get it just past that bunker. But when you look at this hole, notice how that fairway just starts to open up. So Pete Dye will reward an aggressive tee shot, but also he'll punish it if it's wayward.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
That's still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par.
That's how the best in the world play it, Frank.
Well, I feel a little lucky that it went in, but it was always going to be close.
Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports, continuing at PGA West in the Career Builder Challenge. We're on the back nine now. Hole number 10 is 416 yards, a medium-length par 4, but again, player has to deal with water.
It is. This is a double dogleg, really, and if you don't get the ball in the fairway, you're going to kick yourself.
Frank, again, this would appear to be a pretty good scoring opportunity.
This is so much about getting the distance right here. Bunkers on the left, there's the water to carry, that's needless to say, but also the mounding that's just behind the screen and to the right. It's very easy to just take the trouble out of play in the front and then find the trouble behind the screen. So second shot, judging the distance, imperative here.
Made a good run at birdie. He'll have to focus now, try to walk away with the par. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. In for par. Oh boy, this is a long par 5, the 11th at PGA West, 617 yards.
Nice.
Looks good. Excellent start off the tee. That's a great way to begin this hole.
Second shot.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Frank, what's involved here in the third shot now at the par 5 11?
Just really setting up a good angle for that third shot. This is, when you lay up, it always pays just to check where the flag is. You want to sort of have a nice, comfortable look or angle to the flag.
Birdie try up next. And getting ready for the putt. You may have lost track at home, but we're keeping count, and that is 9 under for the day. Now the par 4 12th, only 363 yards, but Frank, it is intricate. There's a lot involved, isn't there, in playing a hole like this?
Yeah, I think this is where you have to work out, which clubs do you hit the best? Are you better with a 9 on, are you better with the wedge? Because that's the distance you want to hit it to. That's how you can be aggressive, even when you're laying up.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Oh, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Ten under par on the day. Now at the par 3 13th, and Frank, in some ways, this is vintage Pete Dye, isn't it?
It is. His use of wooden bulkheads, plus the fact that he gives you that diminishing line. The further you go back into this green, you realize it's a larger carry. It just sort of reeks of something that's hit to the front mid-right of this green. Hazard?
Maybe wet. Beautiful approach shot there and a good chance to take advantage. Frank, 2 is nice, but
3 is even better.
continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Well, Frank, kind of a make-or-break hole here at the 14th, par 4, 389 yards.
Yeah, for the Cavalier player, you can sort of go at this green in a more direct line. 290 yards will take all this bunker down the right out of play. Just leave you a flick in here. I'm going to say that's not a bad play, really. If you don't do that, then you just got to thread it down the left.
They'll be happy with that. In the fairway, now a good chance to attack this hole. Frank, what's the key here? Second shot at 14.
Green sits up a little bit, well protected by those bunkers there. A nice high, soft landing shot.
That one drops for a birdie. Par 4 15th, measuring in at 468 yards. Well, this one's sweet, Frank.
Super.
Ideal position, sitting up perfectly. Frank, the 15th is called turning home. Time now to turn on the jets, and a good chance.
Yeah, after a good drive, once again, height's going to be rewarded here with the second shot. See the way that green is protected by the bunkers. So if you can come in here really high, get that to land soft, there's a lot of flags on this green that you can go at.
Moving a little bit to the right. That will be a great look at birdie.
Rich, I'm starting to lose count. This is just birdie after birdie.
It's all-time stuff. I mean, this is territory we just don't visit very often. I mean, almost hard to believe. 13 under already. Now the par 5 16th, dog leg, and it's at 600 yards, so a little bit of an advantage to the big bomber, Frank.
Yeah, they can almost take a big chunk out of this hole by going down the left side. If you can take that bunker out of play, and that's a big hit to get past that, then all of a sudden, shortest point between two places is a straight line. You've really reduced this hole into something closer to 570 yards.
That's nice to roll in a 25-footer now and then. Those feel good. But still, there's nothing like hitting that perfect tee ball. Long and straight.
Yeah, you can puff out your chest, last to play, the advantage, holes shorter. Basically, the list goes on.
And a chance for eagle after that perfectly played shot.
It's at sneaky distance.
That wasn't a gimme, but they sure made it look easy. Par 3 17. It is the signature hole here at PGA West. They call it Alcatraz with good reason. You can get locked up here and they'll throw away the key. It's a place that has spoiled a lot of rounds through the years.
This is not heading in the right direction.
Well, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. Frank missed the green off the tee.
Yeah, but this is certainly a tricky little shot coming up here at the par 3. If you hit enough shots, every now and again, one's going to go in.
Crazy, crazy game. Well, Frank, hopefully the player has arrived here at 18 in a pretty good frame of mind. If not, you have to be thinking, oh, here we go again. Water left. I mean, you could shoot 100 out here on this golf course if you don't have your best stuff.
Yeah, this is another example of, you're right, if you've got the bad mojo going, this is not the hole you want to be playing. Water left, bunker's right. Somewhere in between, though, this fairway.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Birdie try up next. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Well, that's a bit disappointing.
I guarantee you, though, she thought she had that one.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, you have to like what you saw out there today.
I certainly did. Swing is excellent right now. Stroke, there's nothing wrong with that. Really, just it's a case of getting out of your own way. I mean, the opportunities ahead now, chance to win, just they have to be so motivating.